Welcome to Bending Jeeps, where we take our schoolie and we haul our two TJs around America, taking what I consider pretty average Jeeps on exceptional trails. My wife's green 98 TJ is a 6-cylinder automatic with a 4-inch rough country long arm and is now sporting Super Swamper SSRs 33s. My 99 red 4-cylinder 5-speed TJ has a 2.5-inch rough country lift and a 2-inch body lift to clear the 33 10.5 Boggers it's got on it now. And we take these Jeeps out and we have a good time. So today on Bending Jeeps, we're heading higher up into the mountains of Colorado to a little mining town called St Elmo. The roads are just beautiful up here. It's not a hard drive, and there's some good trails up here supposedly, so we'll see what we get into today. St Elmo was a mining town that had its heyday in the late 1800s. It's very well preserved, and historical societies and interested people have done a real good job at preserving the buildings. And I believe there's about 40 buildings from the late 1800s here, giving you a good idea of what it was like to be in a town like this, way up in the mountains of Colorado. They also have chipmunks. There's a station across from the general store where you can get a little bag of sunflower seeds and sit and feed chipmunks till your heart's content. And some of them chipmunks are pretty well fed. And some of them, they look like they just eat and run. But that's a good time. You just don't get to do that everywhere in the world. Sit and feed chipmunks. They describe this as a ghost town, but there's a lot of people that live around there, seasonally, most of them. St. Elmo had its heyday in the mining, silver and gold, and then when the railroad pulled its tracks up in the mid-1920s, the town basically died with it. There are some good trails past St. Elmo, and we decided we were going to try to go up to Tin Cup Pass. It's not really realistic because, there's a lot of snow on the ground still. But we're out for the day to have some fun, so let's go try Tin Cup. We went up Tin Cup. We aired down to about 7 or 8 pounds just to smooth out the bumps. And I'm pretty sure, for the portion of trail we saw anyways, that pretty much any stock 4-wheel drive is going to have a blast. We even encountered a Subaru later on in the day. So don't be afraid to do it. We were also taking my wife's friend Julia with us. She flew in from North Georgia to spend a week with us here in Colorado while we're camp hosting. And she got to go trail riding in the snow, which is something that really none of us had ever done before. So that was pretty cool. To see if we can get up to this. I think Tin Cup's over 12,000 feet, but Colorado is throwing curveballs. Like, look at the snow ahead. The question is, will we make it? Well, we got 2 Jeeps and we got a winch, so we'll see. Here goes nothing. This may be it. This may be as far as we get going to Tin Cup Pass. So it looks like there's some bypasses around this, but it looks like it's just going to get worse before it gets better. So we'll get pulled out and give it a try again or make a smart turnaround. We'll see. Now Michelle's going to go ahead, see how far she can get up the trail, and then we'll follow in the Red Dwarf. Looks like a good time. All right, the quest for Tin Cup continues. All right, one more try at Tin Cup. And Mama gets a firm no from the snowbank. but she works through it like a champ.
It's gonna be so fantastic because we're gonna go right across it and then we're gonna go up the other side.
All right, here comes the bump. So it's not the end yet. We're still on the trail heading for Tin Cup. Bashing through a little bit of snow. Getting pulled out a few times, helping work our way through the snow. We'll see how this goes. I think maybe I should have wore pants and maybe some waterproof shoes. Well, lessons learned, you know. All right, back in a little bit on Tin Cup. So once again, we reached another spot where perhaps this is the end. There are some vaguely identifiable tracks. Go Super Swampers, go. Look at them. She's heading up the trail somewhere. Oh, maybe not.
And to sinking. Sinks as soon. It's so soft. No, I don't think we'll ever make it through. No, it's too soft up here.
For measurement's sake, we made it about 3.5 miles out of the 6 miles to get up to Tin Cup Pass. So this is the end of our attempt at Tin Cup. We're not going to get past this slope here, not in our Jeeps. You can see Michelle gave it a few shots with her TJ, but just too deep, and we're too far from home. So we're going to claim that discretion is the better part of valor and head back down to St Elmo. We weren't done having fun on Tin Cup yet. Got stuck in a little creek crossing as we were heading down the trail. It wasn't working really good, and we're by ourselves, so we're gonna go ahead and go with the winch. And go ahead and pull Mama out with the winch. Not good at that time. All right. So we're heading back to St. Elmo still, and we come across this group of people walking down the trail, and they've got a full-size Wagoneer stuck and a Subaru and a Toyota trying to pull him, but he's slid off in the ditch. So we had to pull them sideways back up onto the road using our snatch block and the chain with the T-hook I put together.
Right there.
Worked perfect. And they helped us put everything up, and we went on our way again. We had a great time helping our new friends get back on the trail. And I'm a big believer in trail karma, hoping that all the good I do on the trail will come back to me one day when I'm truly in need. We don't ask anything when we help pull anybody out. We got back to St Elmo and aired up the tires on the Jeeps using our Thors Lightning air system. We plugged that into my onboard air, my Wrangler, and aired up both Jeeps in just a few minutes. It's a luxurious way to end a trail ride, getting ready to head back down the paved road. We'll finish off this video with a little walk around in my Jeep while I tell you we had a great time trying to get up to Tin Cup. The snow was deep, the runoff was wet and watery. We should have expected all that. We were pretty well prepared. We had a lot of water with us, some snacks, some food, and luckily we were on the trail for that family that got that Wagoneer stuck, because they were a couple miles away from St Elmo, which is another dozen miles away from anywhere. And it was good that we were able to help pull them out and make friends. And that's what this off-roading is largely about. It's a social thing. I love trail riding with my wife and our friends, and I love meeting more friends on the trail. So take your average Jeep and get on the trail and enjoy life. Until later, this is Travis, camp hosting at Cottonwood Lake in Colorado. And we'll see you on the trail somewhere in Colorado this spring and summer.